Hello gorgeous peeps, I'm Chris from TechSpert and this wee bugger here is the Xiaomi 11T Pro, not the Xiaomi Mi 11T Pro because they did away with all that Mi nonsense. It's one of undoubtedly several new Xiaomi blowers launching at the arse end of 2021, but this is the most premium-y, flagshipy one of the bunch, boasting Snapdragon 888 performance. You've got 120 watt fast charging flat battery and a mighty 108 megapixel primary camera sensor. How much does it actually cost? Well, probably quite a bit, although I'm not entirely sure of the UK pricing at this time because unfortunately I shot this video ahead of the official launch, but as soon as I know all of those facts and figures I will chuck them down in the video description. But for now, enough waffle, let's whip the Xiaomi 11T Pro out of the box, take you on a full on tour of the hardware and the software, test out the game and the camera, all that good stuff. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So what do you get in this lovely white box besides, of course, the Xiaomi 11T Pro? Well, hold on to your pants because you get one USB cable. You have one ridiculously huge and heavy 120 watt fast charger, which is about the size of my bloody fist. I'm not even kidding, it's the size and weight of a bloody house brick. You could use this thing to bring down a grizzly. And there's also an one condom case to wrap around your Xiaomi 11T Pro, keep it nice and safe from harm. And that right there is everything you'll find in the box. So say hello to the Xiaomi 11T Pro, one of the most premium Xiaomi blowers of 2021. It certainly sports a very mature, very smart design, that's for sure, with the usual distinctive, quite squarish camera chassis up top, of course. This right here is the grey model, but you can also grab it in white or blue if you want something a little bit bright, a little bit more vibrant. Gotta admit, I'm not a massive fan of the colour grey. It's about as dull as it could possibly get, but it looks pretty nice here on the Xiaomi 11T Pro. It does suit it. I do quite like the fact that you've got the glossy finish, but it's also got a sort of etched metal style design lurking beneath the surface. That rear end is certainly very smooth to the touch, that's for sure, and it's starting to pick up a few little greasy prints here and there as well. Let me tell you though, my hands are super sweaty in this 50-degree studio. And this is a big old blower at 6.67 inches, but not uncomfortable to clutch thanks to the rounded contours around sort of the back end and the edges as well. Just help it to fit nicely in the palm. Around front, it's a Gorilla Glass Victus screen. Now those tend to be not particularly great at resisting scratches, but thankfully you do have a pre-installed screen protector here on the Xiaomi 11T Pro. Thankfully Victus is pretty good when it comes to drops, so hopefully you won't get any shattering if you accidentally fumble your Xiaomi 11T Pro from a decent height. And sadly there was no talk of any IP ratings for water and dust resistance in the Xiaomi 11T Pro specs, so definitely don't get it too moist. Let's poke open the old SIM tray and see what we're dealing with in there. Oh, quite a stiff one. Come on you wee bugger, you know you want to. And as usual, it's a double SIM tray, but absolutely sod all support for a bit of micro SD. Right, so the Xiaomi 11T Pro all set up. I've got to try really hard not to say Xiaomi Mi 11T Pro. It's really hard to get the hang of it, but I'm so glad they decided to shorten it and make it less clunky. As you can see there, a good bit of Android 11, as you would expect, with MiUI 12 slathered on top. It feels like I've banged on about MiUI quite a lot in recent times, mostly because Xiaomi releases so many bloody smartphones, but long story short, it's the most stock version of Android you'll get on a Xiaomi device, thanks to the fact you've got the apps tray on there by default. You've even got the good old Google Discover feed on there. But then on top of that, you've got all the standard MiUI features like the control center, which I actually really like, even if it is a complete iPhone ripoff. You've got the excellent video toolbox feature, which you can use in the likes of YouTube and Netflix. This includes all kinds of great video features like the upscaling tool, the ability to record or screenshot, and you can play video with the screen off as well. Definitely great for listening to audiobooks and podcasts and the likes on YouTube. And in gaming mode, all kinds of shenanigans, but MiUI also comes with its downsides, one of which is the sheer amount of crapware you'll find shoveled onto this thing. So the likes of TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, they all come packed on there without your permission. But thankfully, you can uninstall them with just a couple of quick taps, super quick and easy, off they f***. And admittedly, a couple of the apps that you'll find on here are actually alright, including Xiaomi's security efforts. This can just make sure that everything's running all tickety-boo on your Xiaomi 11T Pro. You can check out your data usage, you can scan for any viruses, and block this tool as well, very handy. The other potential problem with MiUI is the update situation. Basically, Xiaomi does not guarantee a set number of OS and security updates with any of its smartphones, even more premium ones, and that's something that you do get with some rivals like OnePlus, Nokia and Google. And I know not everyone cares about having the latest spangliest version of Android on their smartphone. Some people even say it's a bit of a hassle every time they have to do a massive update, but just so long as you're aware, you're not guaranteed the latest security updates and all that shenanigans with a Xiaomi smartphone. On the security front, you do have an edge-mounted fingerprint sensor. It's actually built into the power button, this dinky little narrow effort. So far, touch wood, seems very responsive, and yeah, absolutely no problems with like having to double tap in order to get it to register. And also love the noise it makes. Quality. And you do have full face unlock to back that up. As for the storage, well, my review model of the Xiaomi 11T Pro comes packing 256 gigs of UFS 3.1 storage, so nice and nippy as well. So app downloads and everything seem to be happening super fast, and apps load up nice and swiftly as well. But of course, as I mentioned before, no microSD memory card support to expand that storage, so the same as quite a lot of premium blowers. Undoubtedly, one of the highlights of the Xiaomi 11T Pro is that mighty 6.67-inch AMOLED display. It is just full HD resolution panels, so 2400 by 1080. It's not quad HD like the Mi 11 flagship, but besides this, this is a premium panel through and through. Not only do you have HDR10 Plus support, you've also got Dolby Vision support on this panel as well, so streaming video on the likes of Netflix with supported content. You can expect incredibly crisp contrast, really nice, natural, lifelike visuals. And it's only a dinky little selfie cam sphincter centrally positioned there in the panel, slightly intruding on the action when you do decide to go full screen. Not the brightest panel around indoors, but it can compensate for strong sunlight when you're outdoors to make visibility better, peaking at around 1000 nits. You've got really punchy colours by default because it's set to the vivid mode, but you can dial that back a little bit if you want as well. And if you dive into the advanced settings section as well, as you can see there, you can cater for the likes of the sRGB gamut if you want really natural looking images for your photo editing. You can even play around with the colour saturation, the contrast level, all kinds of shenanigans. And inside those display settings is also where you can boost the Xiaomi 11T Pro's refresh rate all the way up to 120Hz for your supported apps. So let's have a shifty at the audio, and here on the Xiaomi 11T Pro you've got a stereo speaker setup, and both of those speakers are actually mounted on the edge of the device. And that audio has apparently been fine-tuned by none other than audio expert Armand Cordon. So let's bump up the volume, see if it's actually that good. Either, so certainly compared with the likes of the ROG phones where it feels like you're slipping a house brick into your pocket. It's pretty solid output there, certainly on that top volume that'll blast through absolutely any kind of background noise, so whatever you're up to will be clearly audible. The clarity's pretty good as well. Annoyingly though, no headphone jack here on the Xiaomi 11T Pro, just like the other premium Xiaomi blowers, so you're stuck with dongles or good old Bluetooth. You've got 5.2 support. And you've got Dolby Atmos support on this bad boy as well. You can use the various presets depending on what you're up to. Keep it on dynamic and it will automatically change to suit whatever you're busy doing. And you've also got the good old graphic equalizer in there as well, so you can choose between various different modes. Otherwise have a play around yourself. Now, performance should be pretty damn solid on the Xiaomi 11T Pro, because what you got running the show here is a Snapdragon 888 chipset backed by either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM. As you can see here, I've got the 8 gig model, and as you would expect, benchmark scores pretty solid in Geekbench 5. I was expecting a bit more from the single core score, but you know, sometimes it is skewed by various variables. But certainly this phone should be able to handle absolutely everything you throw its way, apps just loading up instantly. And of course, one of the main reasons for getting a premium phone like this is if you are going to be doing a lot of gaming. I did test out the 11T Pro with a good bit of Genshin Impact action, just a short game, just 20-30 minutes, just to sort of see how it would handle that. And of course, as expected, absolutely fine. I did see one tiny little judder while gaming just quite soon after I loaded it up, so that was probably just things settling down a bit. Apart from that, absolutely flawless, even with the higher detail settings. Got 480Hz touch sampling on that display as well, so every poke and swipe instantly registered, so definitely will be great for your Call of Duties, your PubGs, all that good stuff. And as usual, you've got that MiUI gaming mode, which you can drag out like so, Game Turbo mode to give it its proper moniker. And admittedly, the presentation isn't the best. You've got to really sort of get used to what each of these random little icons mean. Some of them, you know, you've got absolutely no chance of guessing. And some of them are a bit on the bizarre side, like the voice changing feature.
So this is apparently what I'd sound like as a girl, and I'm not really sure why that's an option, but there you go. This is me as a cartoon character.
Now, one small problem with the Snapdragon 888 chipset is it does tend to heat up a little bit under duress. We've certainly seen some overheating on other Snapdragon 888 smartphones. Touch wood, the Xiaomi 11T Pro has stayed reasonably cool, even when gaming on Genshin for like 20 minutes. Obviously, it wasn't a long session. Helped along by the fact you've got vapor chamber cooling built in there to help some of that heat dissipate. Of course, I will be fully testing out to see how it handles, you know, gaming on the likes of Call of Duty Mobile and Genshin Impact for a solid, you know, couple of hours. So stay tuned for my full review for more on that. As for the rest of the Xiaomi 11T Pro specs, well, you've got 5G support across both of those SIM slots and Wi-Fi 6 support as well, as you'd expect from a premium smartphone in 2021. You've also got a mighty 5,000 mAh battery plugged into this thing as well, so bigger even than the original Xiaomi Mi 11. And of course, this phone is also an upgrade over the original Mi 11 series when it comes to recharging, because you've got support for that 120 watt fast charge, which is utterly bonkers. Means you should get a full charge in just under 20 minutes. Let's put that to the test. And that prediction turned out to be pretty much spot on. A completely drained Xiaomi 11T Pro hits 50% charge with that 120 watt charger in around 9 minutes, just over. It was looking likely to hit 100% just before the 20-minute mark. Unfortunately, it lingered at 99% for quite some time, so finally hit 100% just after 20 minutes, but really impressive stuff. And the best thing is that the Xiaomi 11T Pro stayed nice and cool despite being charged at this ridiculous rate. So for the whole duration, the charger itself though did get rather toasty. But of course, that's all good and well, but it's not amazing if your smartphone suddenly spontaneously combusts while charging and burns down your entire house. But apparently there are many fail-safes in there to prevent that from happening, and fingers crossed they'll do their job. So let's finish up this unboxing of the Xiaomi 11T Pro with a squint at the camera tech. And what you got here is very similar specs to the original Mi 11 flagship with a 108 megapixel primary sensor. Camera app will be very familiar to anyone who's used a Xiaomi smartphone before. You got the usual AI mode, which you can knock on if you want, although I do find that tends to produce less realistic images compared with just the standard auto mode. From that main screen, you can quickly and easily swap from the 108 megapixel primary sensor to the 8 megapixel ultra wide angle if you want a more pulled back view of the world. And you've also got a 5 megapixel telemacro lens, which you can get on the go by tapping that little button and hitting super macro if you want to get uncomfortably close to your subject. And of course, there's plenty of other bonus camera modes that you can play around with, including the portrait mode, which just adds a nice bokeh style effect, fully customizable. Got a pro mode, which allows you to play around with the white balance, the ISO levels, and literally so many others that I can't be bothered to list them all. But Xiaomi has been bigging up that night mode, and as you can see there, you do have a 108 megapixel mode if you do want to shoot at that maximum resolution. And here's just a handful of sample pics that I shot on the Xiaomi 11T Pro in my first 24 hours just out and about with the device, just to give you a brief idea of what kind of pictures and images it's capable of producing. But of course, I will be fully testing this thing out over the next few days ahead of my in-depth review. Got some pretty smart video chops here on the Xiaomi 11T Pro as well. You can shoot, as you can see there, at 4K resolution at either 30 or 60 frames per second. Otherwise, you can bump all the way up to 8K resolution at 30 FPS if you like. And you've got all the usual video modes that you find on premium Xiaomi blowers, including the HDR mode if you're shooting in high contrast, a bit of image stabilization. And for all of your selfie needs, you do have a selfie shooter around front as well. And once again, you've got like the portrait mode that you can play around with, change up that bokeh effect. And here again is just a couple of sample pics that I already took to give you a brief idea of how good it is. And there you have it. That, in a nutshell, is the Xiaomi 11T Pro, one of the most premium Xiaomi blowers you'll find in 2021. Going on sale imminently. As I say, don't have the official UK price and release date just yet, but check out the video description. I'll stick it in there as soon as that is known. But what do you reckon? Are you tempted by it? Certainly some very nice specs indeed. There's a good bit of MiUI with all of its lovely bonus bits and foibles. And as soon as this video goes live, I'll also be bringing you a full unboxing of the Xiaomi 11 Lite 5G NE. Nice clunky name, but it's a more budget-friendly option if you can't stretch up to this one. And stay tuned for more on Xiaomi's other devices, such as the fresh new Xiaomi Pad 5 tablet as well. But anyway, in the meantime, it'd be great to hear your thoughts on these bad boys down in the comments below. Please do poke, subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a fantastic rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you.